ladies and gentlemen. Last week, we learned about different studios. Studios come in all forms. There are art studios for photography, painting, drawing, sculpting, and so many more. Some studios, you can do a mixture of any of these artworks. So, there are also studios for music, dance, and theater. So now let's get those creative juices flowing. Today, you're going to create your very own studio. Think about what kind of studio you would like. It doesn't have to be a visual art studio. If you want to do a dance studio or a music studio, or maybe you're going to do a theater studio, go for it. Start thinking, because on the next page, I'm going to give you some directions in order for you to create it. Before we do, I'd like to review last week's essential question. Remember, you can always go back and look at last week's essential question and my comments that I leave you. In fact, I suggest it because that is how we all learn. You may get tips you can use for this current week by reading or listening to the messages I leave you. My second and third graders had the essential question, why is it a good idea to talk with others about your artwork? Now, some of you were a little confused because we just read a story about art studios and you weren't sure how this pertained. But in studios, we create art. And during the creative process, sometimes it's a good idea to step back and see your art from a different angle. It's also a good idea to get someone else's opinion or ideas because it can help us change our artwork, improve our artwork, or get new ideas or more ideas for our artwork. Sometimes we just have that artist block. Other times we're making art for a person and we want to know what it is that they're interested in and what they want. So that helps us as artists. Sometimes two heads are better than one, and group projects can be a lot of fun. So, thank you so much for your answers. How can I make a studio this week? Well, some of you already have art studios or craft rooms at home. Take a video of it or draw a picture of that area and share it with me in a video. No art studio? How about Legos, dollhouses, Barbies, action figures? How'd you like to create an art studio or area for those small animals or people? Want to make a 3D room? Well, try a box. Or if you don't have a box like a shoebox available, fold some paper to make the walls and tape it together. Here are two adult examples of an art studio. Or get a pencil and paper and draw this picture with me on the next page. Now that I gave you some ideas for how to make your studio, it's time to create. If you would like a step-by-step demonstration on how to draw your studio, click the green next arrow and play the video by clicking on the easel that I'm pointing to. Don't forget to grab your pencil and a paper first.